It's okay.
Down and a head on the phone number 5.
Very, very, very. Coco! The baby that night cried the whole night. She was crying. We didn't understand what was going on, but then we just said that maybe it was too hot for her. So we just cooled her off like wet towel. We wrapped her with a wet towel, and then we sat with her. In the morning when I woke up, she started changing color. She changed color. The color went purple, yellowish on the eyes. She was not blinking, not breathing very well. They told us she's gonna go to ICU, and then they explained that she's
In fact, in Africa, up to 1/3, 1 out of every 3 pregnant women will actually be colonized with Group B strep. Now, the reason why that's important is when a woman is actually colonized with Group B strep, there's a risk of both a fetus becoming infected and the mother actually delivering a stillbirth, or alternatively, that Group B strep bacteria can actually be passed on to the newborn, and the newborn themselves might actually develop severe disease. And the type of severe disease we're talking about is bloodstream infections as well as infections around the brain, which is what we call meningitis.
When babies get this organism, it kills them. It's a very high risk condition causing septicemia and meningitis in babies. And a lot of the focus up until now has been on what happens to those babies. What's new about this research is that we have seen that Group B Streptococcus is carried by 21.7 million women around the world, and it has consequences for them, for their babies that we knew before, but also for babies before they're born, so stillbirths. This is also an important cause of stillbirths, and that for children who have had this condition and survive, it's also a cause of disability. There are a number of different approaches with vaccines, and one critical point is also you have different serotypes of the organisms, and they may vary a little bit by region. So in this work that we've just published, this is the first systematic look, including hundreds of thousands of different samples to say what are those different serotypes. And what we find is that with a vaccine that would cover the 5 most common serotypes, you would address 96% of the burden globally. So I think in developing vaccines, there are important considerations. You know, you don't want to start out with one that only covers 3 serotypes and it's not going to be useful everywhere, or affect those that some of the serotypes are more virulent than others.